In today's tutorial, let's learn how to do the crisscross, and these double crochets are crossing over top of each other. I'm going to show you how to do this effect when it comes to waves, chevrons, or ripples. Whatever you want to call it, it's going to go up and down, and I'm going to show you how to add this effect in. Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd as well as yarnspirations.com. In today's tutorial I'm going to be able to show you the stitch that I just talked about. And what we have is an example of all of the stitches being used at the same time in a particular sample. So what I've done with the white here, those are all the single crochets. So we have double crochets, half double crochets, we have crisscross, we have bobbles, front post, modified front post trebles here, we have the herringbone stitch here, and then we have the seed stitch right here in the back. In today's tutorial I'm going to be covering the particular stitch that is listed in this particular video. I'm going to show you how to do it, but this is example how all of those particular stitches can work together in order to create a really amazing afghan. Now this afghan does have a front and the back side. You can also use this particular kind of sample for doing scarves, and really the sky is the limit, and in today's tutorial I'm going to explain a little bit more about how you can customize this in order to do a project of your own. So here's what it looks like, and we have our example. It's going up and down, and this is just a small swatch. So I had to do a small swatch in order to figure out all the math for you. I have figured this all the way out from a scarf size just like this all the way to a king size afghan. I've done the math for you to tell you exact chain count, but I want to make this an educational video because it's just easier to give you that information. But if you don't really understand it, then what's the point, right? That's a video tutorial. So what we have is that each chevron equals a certain amount of chain stitches, and in my particular pattern 28 chains will take you from one point all the way to the next, just like you see here. And so then we have side edges that are a portion of just a section of each side. So what we have here, in order to get one chevron you have to do 28 chains, and then to stay in balance you have to add an extra 18 to your list. So what we have here is that if you were ever to customize this and say that you wanted to do a different size, you would crochet in multiples of 28. So for example, let's say I wanted 3 chevrons. You would go 3 times 28 stitches. Okay, that'll give you a certain amount, and then you will add 18 extra chains at the end of that in order to stay in balance. So it's just a very easy way. Now on my website I have figured out all those particular chains to start for all of them. Now you're gonna think to yourself, wow, some of those chains are huge, and they are huge, but you have to compensate that when you go up and down like so, is that it's not really like 100 chains straight across. It's, if you did 100 chains straight across it would be longer, but because you are going in an up and down motion you need more chains in order to maintain that, and that's why that there's so many extra chains. So on my website I have all of that information for you, but if you want to customize it, the secret answer is 28 for every one of the chevrons, and then you just have to add 18 chains at the very end in order to get your sides to be equal. You should also keep in mind that this afghan sample is a one-sided sample. Not all of these stitches look great on the other side. So the bobble stitch, for example, it does not exist on the underside. Okay, you'll see that it's completely flat, and also with the crisscross appears better in the front side than it does in the back side. So when you're doing this particular project I'm going to be telling you what is your front side and what is your back side so that you can know exactly where to start. Some of these stitches you have to start on the back side. It's called the wrong side technically in crochet, but you have to start on the back side. For example, bobbins or bobbles like this only appear on the opposite. So as you crochet the bobbles pop in behind. So if I was to bobble along here in this direction, the bobbles would appear on the back side. So every time I do a bobble I actually have to work on the back side so that it does pop out to the front side. So some of these stitches are just like that. The herringbone is like that. The modified front post trebles are like that. A lot of the half double crochets, single crochets, and double crochets did I say that already? Those don't matter, but you have to just be conscious. So in the particular pattern I'm about to show you I'm going to have you mark what is the front side, what is the back side, so that if you have to adjust and you have to know that, then you'll know it right from the very beginning. So let's just quickly review. It's going to be a 5mm size H crochet hook. I've used Caron Simply Soft throughout this whole thing. That the beautiful colors are from that particular line. So this is going to be a generic intro on all of the 8 different videos because I'm going to show you how to get started. So you'll see here the blue is how I got started. You can see I did a perimeter in white, so that's kind of added in afterward. But all of the intros for all of these 8 are exactly identical, and then once we start from that point we're going to then take you through all of the different examples, and those are each listed as an individual video because you may not want to mix it and match just like so. This is also part of the Stitches Right game that we're doing on YouTube as well as Facebook, and we're just having fun of mixing and matching stitches at random, and that's how this sample has come to be. So without further ado, let's move on to the example that we want to teach you in today's tutorial. So let's get started. We're going to get you to do the first layer, and it'll be the chain, plus we will also start then the double crochets, and then from this point then forward we then move on to the example that is listed within today's tutorial. And insert that onto my hook. So we have in the instructions in our website all the different chains that you would need for your size of project that you want to go. But today I'm going to show you a swatch sample. So as I mentioned, there's 28 chains in one chevron plus 18, and that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm just going to chain 28. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So in 28 this is one chevron. Okay, this is without any sides on it at all. So that's one chevron. So I said that there has to be sides on it. So we're going to add another 18 chains. So let's add 18. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So if you were doing multiples, so you would have done multiples of 28, and at the very end you'll add in your 18 in order to keep it in balance. So now I have one chevron and I have enough chains to do both sides of the project. Let's move on to the next step. So now that you've gone all the way across, we're now going to start, and we're gonna get our chevron to be working right away. So we're going to count back from the to the 4th chain. So count under. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Turn the chain over, get the back hump only, and double crochet into that. And this will create a beautiful finish on the other side of on the bottom, and double crochet. So the chaining of 3 and the double crochet would count as one stitch into the same one, and this matters down in the future. So the next 5 are going to be 1 double crochet each. So let's count that out loud. So 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5. So what I like to do when I'm in this particular stage, I like to look at it. So the first 2 are together. They're into the same stitch. So there should be 5 double crochets by themselves, and there are. So that is going to be the side. So that this is going to be the side in a down direction like this. The next 3 are going to be 3 double crochets together. So how to do that is that you wrap the hook, and going into the next chain is that going in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then hold. And you're gonna do that 2 more times. So yarn over, go to the next stitch, in, yarn over, pull through 2, and hold. So now you got 2 there. You gotta do it one more time. So yarn over, pull through 2, and hold. You should have 4 loops on your hook, and you're gonna yarn over and pull through all of those loops. And so now 3 double crochets just became together as one, and this is going to be the coming down and then turning and going back up in the other direction like that. So that's how you do 3 together. The next 12 on your chain are going to be each double crochet, and let's count that out loud. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So this will always exist when you're going in an up direction. So if your chain was a lot longer, every time that you finish a 3 together, the next section will all be 12 by itself. And I like to just double check and count. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So once you get your 12 in, the next one will be 3 double crochets into the same one, and this is the top of the chevron. So every time you get to a top of a chevron, there will always be 3 double crochets when you're moving across the first row. So every time you're gonna move in the down direction now until you get to the other side, is that there will be 12 double crochets by themselves. So we went up on the other side with 12 going up, but now you're gonna go 12 going down. So that was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So do you get that? So every chevron going in the up direction is going to have 12 by themselves. At the top you'll have 3 into the same one, and then there'll be 12 going down the other side. So I'm gonna count that 12 going down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So now we're at the bottom again. So the next 3 are going to be 3 together. Okay, and you just do it how I showed you before. So you just gather them up, and the 3 will be together. So if your chain's a lot longer, the next section would be going 12 going back up, and then your 3 at the top, and then 12 going back down, and you keep doing that until you get to the last little section just like this. So what you're going to do then in the final here is that the next 5 will be 1 double crochet each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and this will leave you with 1 extra stitch which you're supposed to have, and the final that you have will have 2 double crochets in it. And if I can just grab your attention before you take off on me here. So at the very first, remember how we did that the chain 3 and the double crochet counts at 1. So on the other side, the 2 being in there counts into 1 stitch as well. So this is what it would look like, but your sample would obviously be a lot longer, but you have the up and down motion now ready, and now we can move on. But before we move on, what I want you to do is that I want you to grab a spare piece of yarn, and that spare piece of yarn is going to act as a stitch marker. So using a piece of stitch marker and just a piece of yarn, what I want you to do, the side that you just want to cross on, I want you just in the edge here, and I want you just to insert your hook in behind just a piece of the strand and just bring the yarn through. And this is just a stitch holder. This is just going to tell you that every time you do anything, you will know what is the front side and what is the back side, because once you get onto these projects, sometimes it gets really confusing what is front and what is back. Okay, so this stitch marker right in the front will always tell me that this is always going to be the front side. The next part of this tutorial we're going to start, and you're either going to have to watch out for the stitch marker, whether it's on the front or the back side, and some of these stitches it doesn't even matter, but just do that because it just makes it a lot more sense. So let's move along and do the next part. So now we're going to learn how to do the crisscross when it comes to these waves, and the crisscrossing is double crochets crossing over top of each other, and we have a crisscross row and then a single crochet row. And I found with myself is that the crisscross looks better on the right side, so you want to make sure that when you're working on this, when you go crochet across, that you are looking at the right side of the project and then single crochet along the wrong side or the back side of the project. So let's carry on. We're going to do a slip knot and put our hook into it, and I fastened off on my example that we have here, and when I want to do this particular project I want to make sure that I'm paying attention to the right side or the front side of the project as being my starting point for doing these. For those that are doing the stitches right game, you want to make sure that this is also the same rules, that you go to start and you do the crisscrossing on the front side. When we come back on the other way, we're going to do single crochet and that'll appear on the back side, and then we're going, and when you turn it again you'll be doing on the right side. So let's begin. To begin, we're going to come into the very first turning chain and we're going to attach our yarn. Pull through, and then I want you to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And this is where you need to pay attention the most. Okay, so all of the other chevrons that we've done so far in the collection, we've always put 2 crochets or any kind of stitches in the first one. There still will be 2, but you have to watch exactly what we're gonna do. Now in the sides here is that there's going to be 3 crisscrossing before we get to the base, and then when we get to the going up the big slant and down the big slant, there's gonna be a total of 6. So watch what's gonna happen. We're going to crochet and double crochet into the next stitch available to you. Okay, and we need to do the crisscross. So this is the first part of the crisscross. So when we go to do crisscross, when we do this, is that we have to go back into the same stitch of the very first one here. So we just yarn over and turn the project kind of downward and get that very first stitch. First one is always awkward. I'm not going to deny that to you. And you're going to, I'm going to try that again. So I really kind of want to leave in that. I just want you to see that the first one is kind of difficult. So just bending it over and getting it from the back and double crocheting. So the first one you did, you can see a crisscross over the front, and the other one is crisscrossing in the back. So to do the next stitch available, you skip the next one and go to the second one over and double crochet, and then this time you go to the one that you skipped over. So just come back. Okay, so what I want to explain to you is, remember how I just said that in other ones we always had 2 crochets right in the front? Because we jumped to the first one first, when we came back, this second one that you see is actually the second one of the side. Okay, so just don't let that fool you. So let's just jump. We're gonna skip one more and just double crochet, and then double crochet in the one that you skipped. So once you get in the habit of these crisscrosses, very easy to maintain. So now we're into the center of the bottom of there. How do I know that? So you can see that these are grouped together, and you can see that we have a stitch on this side and this side, and we have 3 crisscrosses going on here. So we know we're satisfied. So we're gonna put in 3 double crochets together. So just in, pull through, and 2 and hold, in, pull through 2 and hold, and in, pull through 2 and hold. Okay, and now we're gonna yarn over and pull through all of it and then begin. So we're gonna work our way up. Okay, so the very first one, we're gonna skip the first stitch and go to the second for a double crochet, and then we're gonna double crochet in the skipped stitch. So just bend it in front of you to get that, and so you got your first crisscross. So there's a total of 6. So skip the next one, double crochet in the one, next one for that, and then come back and double crochet the one you skipped. Okay, so continue to do that all the way going up. There's a total of 6 of them, and there is 12 empty stitches. So when you think about it, if there's 6 crisscrosses and each one take up 2, there's where you get your magic number of 12. Okay, so just working my way up. I'm really kind of looking for the counts to be here. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my 6th one, and I'm on the top. So how do I know I'm on the top? Let's just take a quick look. So I'm on the top because these ones here are grouped. Okay, this 12th one 12th stitch was a crisscross and is in the first one of the 3. The middle one is empty, which is my next one, and there's gonna be 3 double crochets in that one. So 1, 2 and 3, just like that. And now we're gonna come down the other side. So like there was 6 crisscrossing going up in the one side, there's going to be 6 coming down. So we skip the first one, go to the second one for a double crochet, and then double crochet in the one you skipped. So just bend it in front of you. Doing these crisscrosses are really not a big deal. I've actually done a men's sweater. I don't even think I've ever shown anybody at my men's sweater. I never did finish it. One of those work in progress, but it looked amazing. The crisscross stitch with a single crochet in between looks absolutely stellar. A lot of texture without a lot of effort, and I like it for that. It's the reason why we put in the single crochets in between the crisscrossing. So coming all the way down. So in the other tutorials you see me count up and count down. This time I'm just looking for my group of 6. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and I got one more crisscross left, and I'm on the base. Okay, so now I'm at the base, and I can tell I'm at the base. See how these are grouped together? So there's that one, so there's the empty, empty and empty. Just bring them together. So if you're going to carry on all the way across your project, if it's bigger than this scarf size, then you're just gonna go up and you're gonna do your 6 going back up the hill. You do your middle of your 3 double crochets in the middle, and then 6 crisscrosses down the hill. When you get to the other side and you're hitting an edge, so you're just gonna skip the first one, and there is a total of 3 crisscrosses before the very edge. And I really want to show you the edge one because you might get confused on it. So that was 1 of 3. This is 2 of 3. And look at this. So you only really have 2 stitches left. So you go into the very far stitch, and you're thinking that's not right, but you gotta be paying attention here. You go into the one that you skipped, and normally you would go into the very last stitch and add 2. Well, one is already there, the one crisscross, and the final one is the final double crochet, just like that. Okay, so you see you've satisfied to having 2 right into the front and into the back. So let's just turn our work and I'll show you how to do the single crochet. Every time you do a crisscross, you're gonna have to go back in the other direction. In this direction we're only gonna put in single crochets. So we're gonna start chain 1 and put in 2 single crochets right in the front, the beginning one, and then each stitch there's gonna be 5 of them. So 1, they're all gonna be single crochet for 2, 3, 4 and 5. And now the 3 that are left here in the middle, they're all gonna be together. So they're gonna be single crochet 3 together. So wrap and pull, going into the next one, wrap and pull, next one, wrap and pull. You got your 4 on the hook, wrap and pull through all 4. And now you're gonna go up the hill. So this time I'm gonna count again. So I'm gonna need 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. And how can I tell that? Because I got my 3 in the middle, the 12th is on the first one of the 3, the next one is the middle, and there will be 3 single crochets in the top middle one. So let's go down the hill. So there's gonna be 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. And I look at the base here. So you got, here's where everything comes together. So that's the middle one. Here's an empty one and an empty on the other side. That means that this is definitely the center. Going in. And now you're gonna go up and do your 12 if you got more to do going up, and at the top you'll do your 3 single crochets in the top, and then you do your 12 single crochets heading down. You'll do that all the way across, but if you're hitting the edge like I am now, there'll be 5 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and watch this one that's on the edge. This is 5, and then your turning chain you'll have 2. So 1 and 2. So if you're carrying on this pattern, you're gonna turn your work once again, and then you're gonna start up and do your crisscrosses all over again. So just let me show you how to get started again. So chain up 3, 1, 2 and 3. You come to the next stitch, double crochet, and then you double crochet into the first stitch. So just turn that and get that first one. First one is always the most difficult, and then you're going to do your crisscrosses all the way down to the bottom. There will be a total of 3, and then you'll get your 3 together, and then there will be 6 going all the way back up to the top. The top will have 3 double crochets, and then down and so forth. So this is how you would do a crisscross with doing a wave chevron or ripple stitch, whatever you want to call it. So till next time, I'm Mikey on behalf of the Crochet Crowd as well as yarnspirations.com. We'll see you.